Hi everybody, this is Dan here. I am about ready to I'm gone live on my next podcast episode. This is episode number 52 of Tech Talk with Dan Harley, and the topic is on YouTube Live. That's the reason why we're doing live on YouTube. And I just fired off the link to my Facebook fans and some other folks there to see if they want to um, join in, chime in, and here we are. Bear with me here because when I do my podcast, it's usually recorded, so I'm able to start, stop, and not really do a full live stream there. So when I hesitate or not talk a little bit, that's because I'm trying to do some editing on this side here. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and in advance, I want to thank you for listening on my show here, looking on, and giving me a little bit of feedback where we're at here. And although I've been doing these YouTubing for a long time, I haven't done YouTube Live in a while. So this is also off my the recording actually is off of my smartphone. So anyway, that's all what this is all about here. So anyway, I'm gonna be starting the recording here fairly soon here. I need to go and fix up my audio recorder here, so bear with me just a little bit. Usually when I do these shows, it takes me about 30 minutes. I do the show the meat details of for about 20 minutes or so, and then I'm getting so good at the audio show podcasting, I can get the whole thing done, produced, online, distributed, usually within about 45 minutes from start to finish. Now I got to kind of narrate what I'm doing at the same time. It might take me a little bit longer, but we'll see here. Now, my podcast shows there's usually three parts where I record. First part is kind of the intro, and then the second part is kind of a welcome. I call it the welcome segment, which is right after there's the intro I do, and then there's also the kind of the intro combo pre-recording, and then I do the kind of a welcome segment, and then I'd actually do the episode, the topic segment, and then I have a commercial between the welcome segment and the topic segment. And then after the topic segment, I have a kind of extra. We're done. Usually my podcast shows are 20, 30 minutes. I try not to make it too long, kind of long enough to get the point across, get some good information, but not so long that it just kind of wears out my welcome, I guess you could say there. So that's the reason I kind of keep it around that length. So that's about what we're going to do here is about 20, 30 minutes of the recording here. Right now, about 3 minutes and 27 seconds on the live broadcast. I see a few people jumping on here. Thank you very much for joining. And now we're going to do the intro. And what I usually do is I have a small script I put together ahead of time with this. And since I just did my last show was a Facebook Live, so I'm just basically taking the same format and using it for this show called YouTube Live. So anyway, I'm going to start doing by the way, what you start seeing over here is my microphone just right there. So what I'm talking to actually, I'm looking this way, that's being looking at the microphone. So anyway, I'm about ready to do the intro. And when I do, I have the Audacity that's on my desktop and my microphone that records directly into Audacity, so I can take care of everything right in one shot. So I usually take about when I start the intro, I do about 5 seconds of silence so I can catch any background noise, and then I roll into the video itself, into the recording. So anyway, so you hear me 5 minutes silence, and then I'm gonna do the intro, and then I'm gonna pause it and come right back to you guys. Okay. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. This is episode number 52 of Tech Talk with Dan Harley. We're going to talk about YouTube Live. What is it, how to use it, and how to incorporate it in your business. This episode was recorded live on YouTube Live. There you go. Okay, so that's the first segment. And I'm going to pull this over here. Bear with me. I'm doing some editing on my desktop. Not going to do the kind of welcome segment. It's about 5 minutes or so. Not too long, maybe a couple minutes. And I'm not sure you can hear that. It'd be a loud bump. So anyway, this is the welcome segment I'm going to get into. Did I write the welcome segment? Okay, here we go. All right, so the welcome segment is going to come up. Again, I'm going to do a countdown and then 5 seconds of silence, and then go into it. All right, welcome back. This is episode number 52 of Tech Talk with Dan Harley. The topic is using YouTube Live for your business. This is recorded on July 5th, 2016. I'm actually streaming live on YouTube right now. For those of you who have joined in, thank you for jumping in. Happy belated Independence Day, and hope the holiday was enjoyable. My family and I, we actually seen 2 fireworks shows this weekend. One is a place called Lucerne Valley, not too far from where I'm at in Apple Valley. It was incredible. We're like within 100 yards of the launching pad of the fireworks, and I think that's the best view I've ever had of fireworks. We're really right underneath them. It was insane. So anyway, the last podcast was Tech Talk episode number 51, using Facebook Live for your business. And so this is kind of a spin-off of that. I've got a lot of great feedback and attention on that episode, which, like I say, it prompted to explore the topic further and talk about YouTube Live, which we're doing right now when we're simulcasting. And you know what? We're going to do simulcast future episodes, podcast episodes as well. I think this is going to do pretty well. Anyway, this episode, we're going to talk about YouTube Live and compare it to Facebook Live and Periscope. And that's right. Very opposite, actually, simulcasting here. So anyway, let's go to sponsor first and talk about YouTube Live. Okay, so that was my first segment, or my welcome segment. And so that's out of the way. And what I do is I kind of mute that out, move it around a little bit on my audio editor. Now we're going to get into the regular segment here. Okay, one thing I did here too that you don't see is I have the extra on my audio editor here. I can able to mute out certain channels, and I have pre-recorded the intro, the commercial, the extra, and I've muted them all off on my editor, so I can just go ahead and talk freely, not worry about a time constraint. And then I go back after we're done with the episode. We go ahead and edit it all in. So anyway, once again, I'm going to go 5 seconds of silence and then start into the episode. Get my notes ready. Okay, we are back on this. The topic of today is using YouTube Live for your business. And today we are live on YouTube Live. And we're probably going to do this a lot in the future episodes. Let me tell you a little story here. There's a little thing about, I'm locally renowned as the Hilltop House Guy. There's a kind of a landmark in Apple Valley, in the middle of Apple Valley, called Hilltop House, and a lot of history with it. And I've kind of become somewhat of a minor celebrity around here because of that Hilltop House, and it's because of YouTube. So what kind of happened about 6 years ago, I did a video on my walk up to Hilltop House with my dog at the time. See, very few people. I'm a native of Apple Valley, so I knew about all the trails and some old stories about Bass Hill, Hilltop of Apple Valley here, which the house is at. So, and on the way, I took my little point and click camera and did a video on it. And so I walked along some of the trails that most people don't know about. And at the time, not a handful of people visited the Hilltop House, but not a lot, especially compared to now. And in fact, I told in the story, I tell you, it changed quite a bit. So anyway, at the time, we didn't have YouTube Live, so I had to do this. And the video software at the time, smartphone video software, wasn't quite up to speed here. So it was point and click software editing on your desktop and uploading to YouTube. So very it was really a long time ago, but kind of archaic compared to now. That video kind of slowly gained popularity. Okay, it wasn't hundreds there and thousands. All of a sudden, I think about 36,000, almost 40,000 people have seen that video now. At one time, it's kind of snowballed. It didn't go viral. It just became popular. And at one time, it was the top 10 listings for Apple Valley. In fact, we beat out Roy Rogers, who used to live here. Still technically does live here. He's buried here, but beat out Roy Rogers for Apple Valley, and that made some sequels to the video, and those became popular along with the original video became popular. And soon people found out about all those lost trails, and now hundreds of people a day visit the Hilltop House and the trails that used to be. I used to be the only one that knew where they were. Now everybody knows about them, and the other trails are well beaten and paths now. And also inspired a nonprofit group that we've been a part with it too. That's to convert the property into a regional park. And our town Apple Valley, which is where I live at, is recently purchased the property, and they're currently in the process towards obtaining this objective, turning it into a park. So it's all good. All this started with a YouTube video. So that's part of the reason why YouTube Live is, really important here. So why YouTube Live? Well, fact is, it's YouTube. Okay, YouTube is the most dominant and recognized online video platform, and the technology and capabilities are more advanced than the other ones. Nothing really comes close to YouTube, and in that aspect. Some of the features and advancements just on YouTube Live. By the way, I'm going to have this video here linked into the show notes on primeconscious.net. We'll talk about that a little bit later here. But you'll see that this particular video I'm doing here, the simulcast, is done on a smartphone. I did that intentionally so everybody knows this is. I'm not using any special equipment. This is just strictly on a smartphone. Where in the past you used to have, you can get some pretty advanced stuff, and still you're able to with YouTube Live, where you're not able to with the other two. With just the smartphone stuff, you have selectable video quality. I can go through 360 to full HD. You can see here I got full HD quality here. In fact, you can see here on the video itself, I'm leaning back a little bit. So you have full HD widescreen capabilities. You can also select the stream for being public or private or unlisted. You can do customizable overlays, transitions, thumbs, lower thirds, a lot more. You can use something called YouTube cards on YouTube, which is an extremely powerful way to direct your viewers and customers. In fact, you actually get paid. You can actually use cards to get paid for your videos. So, in fact, we'll probably make an episode entirely on YouTube cards sometime in the future. So, and also you can have other people participate in the stream. I can actually, if I can have other people join in here, I can switch the video to them, so on and so forth, which you can't with the other ones. And and also you can I can start this video, stop this video, the stream, restart it, and append to it. And I can have a permanent title, permanent categories, permanent keywords, URL, and everything else. So if something else here too that YouTube is powerful with is SEO, search engine optimization, because YouTube is owned by Google, and Google's the most popular search engine in the market. And YouTube is actually the second most popular search engine in the market. So all these things, all these little elements in there is very important for doing search engine optimization. So all that stuff is embedded, it is included in YouTube in this video. Also, you can record for many platforms. right now in this particular video, I am recording off my one of my smartphones, old smartphones, but I can usually do on desktop, or laptop, or tablets. So it's cross-platform compatible. Compared to Periscope or Facebook, there's basically off a smartphone. So also there's lots of third-party applications. You know what? I honestly don't know which app I'm using on my smartphone, but it was pretty easy to use. It's not dependent on YouTube. Like I say, YouTube license this out or let other people make third-party applications for this. So you with that in mind, you'll have a lot more flexibility and capabilities from third-party providers. Something else is going to be coming pretty soon here. If you don't know, that YouTube has been, and Google has been really pushing on virtual reality and 360. Okay, and that's definitely going to be involved with YouTube Live sometime in the near future. Basically what it is instead of just seeing me in front here, you can actually be here and see all around you. Okay, I'm sorry, I used to use my hands when I'm doing a podcast show, an audio podcast show. You can actually do a 360 video on here in YouTube Live, or YouTube in general, but especially YouTube Live. So like I said, I can go on and on and on with all these features. Basically, in a nutshell, all the features YouTube have now and what they're going to have in the future just simply makes Periscope and Facebook Live seem like little toys. And yes, it sounds like I'm a little bit biased with YouTube, but it is. I'm sorry. But the key thing that all three of these platforms has done is making video production and distribution much, much easier. Okay, and the advantage of the Periscope and Facebook is they're able to tap into their audiences a little bit easier. Where YouTube, technically you can have that link and put in Facebook like I did now. But you can also, with Periscope, you can fire it off to anybody who's got a Twitter account, Facebook, your followers on Facebook. So there's some advantages there. Disadvantage there is, at this time at least, is Periscope and Facebook technology-wise, feature-wise, is way, way behind YouTube. And they're probably going to stay that way because, frankly, YouTube is the granddaddy. They're the ones that dictate what's going to happen, and they got the backing, they got the financial and technical backing to support it. So anyway, how does this help your business? Well, this YouTube Live essentially makes it a one-step process for making YouTube videos. So that's very important, okay? Whereas in the past, I mentioned when I was doing my Hilltop House video, I had to, go get a different camera, take pictures, break it back, and slice it together and all that stuff, and then publish it. Whereas YouTube Live, I'm literally producing video, recording it, and putting it on YouTube right now. So that is a big thing. And you know what? YouTube's is going to have to thank Twitter or Periscope and Facebook for jumping on that and lighting a fire out their butt for making this happen. So, being able to do YouTube videos like this is a direct benefit for businesses. Does two big things: SEO stuff and credibility. Okay, the more of these YouTube videos you do for your business, it's easier to deliver video content to your customers and your partners by using YouTube Live. And once again, it's one of those things in general. If you do something that your competitors are not doing, your customers are going to remember you instead of your competitors when they're ready to do business. So this is why video is going to be very important. Everything, but especially with video here. So anyway, in summary here, this video feed, if you're not live with me, you can see this on my website, primeconcepts.net. Look for episode number 52. That's 52, and you will see the live video along with the podcast here on in the show notes. So, by the way, if you need any help with your business, with videos on your business stuff like that, go ahead and get a hold of me. Go to the website, primeconcepts.net. Email me at info@primeconcepts.net or call 760-247-4814. Okay, anyway, thanks. That's it for now. Those of you who are watching YouTube Live, thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm not able to collaborate with you. I'm kind of busy doing a podcast show, but I appreciate you guys looking on, and those of you listening on here, thank you a lot as well. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure getting feedback from you folks, and it kind of gives me a inspiration to keep this stuff going. So thanks a lot. Okay, so anyway, till next time, good luck and Godspeed to your online success, and we'll talk to you next week.